Stepping into new situations and being able to communicate with confidence and ease in those new situations can be terrifying. I think we've all experienced this, right? Those moments when we have no problem communicating an idea or challenge or concept with one-on-one conversations with a colleague, but then to be able to stand up and present that in a board meeting or in front of the whole company, it feels significantly different, even though the concepts and the words that we want to share are the same. Same thing if you're an entrepreneur or working with the ideas of creating something totally new. Pitching and sharing a big vision over the breakfast table with a partner or a friend feels completely different than pitching that same vision or idea in front of potential investors or collaborators, right? The words, the essence, the skills are the same, but our mindset is what needs to change. And I'm in this place right now where I find it absolutely fabulous because I'm learning that even though I'm quite skilled at being able to communicate my thoughts and ideas, I am in a couple of new social settings that all of a sudden my mindset is no longer at the same level as my skills. My skills are at the level of a functional human being that is able to run and maneuver and modify and go with the flow. And my mindset is trapped back in the body of a teetering toddler. And with that new setting comes a lot of triggers that are based back in old belief systems, old thoughts, deep traumas from when I was little, and I'm remembering all of these moments when, oh my gosh, this was scary to speak up and talk in certain settings. And so I wanted to talk exactly about this because as I was thinking about how it feels to feel like such a novice and like such a child in certain areas, I realized actually how much wisdom there can be in how we learn when we look at children. And there are two things that have come up. One is the capacity to have deep compassion for ourselves. And that we can see really clearly in how parents and grown-ups interact with kids in healthy relationships. When you think about a child who's trying to learn how to walk, you don't have adults that are watching their third and fourth attempt and they're saying, ah, my gosh, come on. I mean, you've tried 3 times. How pathetic is this? Why can't you just pull yourself up and stand? Take that first step. Geez, what's your problem? Nuh-uh, not in a healthy relationship. And yet, this is often what we're saying to ourselves inside of our own minds. Pretty brutal, huh? So the first thing is when we start to be able to speak to ourselves and catch ourselves when we are not speaking loving, compassionate words for a part of ourselves that is just trying to grow and learn something new. The second is to adopt actually the mindset of a child as they're learning. Because if you watch that child, they are curious, they are determined, they are experimental, and they will try every which way to twist and turn themselves to be successful. They also might get frustrated, yes, but then they take a moment, they have a good cry, and then they get back at it. Because they are bringing this spirit of understanding that it is absolutely possible and that it might just take a little bit of time. And they're comparing themselves to the world around them, not in a brutal sense of, oh my gosh, how come all these adults can talk and walk and move and do all the things that I can't? I must be pathetic. No, they're comparing in a way to prove to themselves that it is absolutely possible. If they can do it, I can do it, and it might just take a little bit of time. So, this is what I'm working on right now to bring more compassion to my self-talk as I'm stepping into these new areas of communication. And second, to come with a more childlike mindset, to be playful, to get curious, and to remember that at some point in time, I will look back on this moment and smile at the massive growth that I've made towards my vision and my goal to be a better communicator.